Yo, what's good? Took a pretty solid trade today on the S&P. My new way of trading is one trade a day, and I'm sizing up with this new bookmap strategy that I'm using. So there's initial move here, and we got to drop down into that initial move at the beginning of that move. There's a large bid on bookmap that I will be showing you, and we went long here once we reclaimed this local low with our stop below this low that we just put in. Took 6 contracts off here. Full size was 9 contracts. Took 6 off here for a 2.5R, and the rest up here, the last 3 for a 4.5R trade. If you're wondering, this key level coincided with this low from yesterday over here. Anyways, I'll get to the bookmap and I'll show you the live trade. Let's get to it. Coming over to bookmap, we had a little bit of consolidation over here. We broke this local high and we had a big rally up all morning long. A bunch of huge bids here indicating strong buying. We chilled for a second, sold off pretty heavy into that area of buying from this morning, and I looked for a long for a while over here, but I didn't see any entries. We broke this little bit of support that was being formed here. Saw a nice selling order, pretty big selling order, and no continuation lower. And once we reclaimed VWAP, this purple line, I entered where this purple line is my entry, and I entered here once we reclaimed VWAP. Alright, I'll get to this live trade and let's get to it. So we broke that local low at the beginning of the rally in the morning. I saw that big sell order on bookmap not continue lower, and once we reclaimed VWAP right there, I went long with, at the beginning, 14 micros, and I put my stop loss below that sell order on bookmap to invalidate the trade, and my stop loss was $367, which was far too much risk for me. With my new strategy, I take one trade a day, but I want to risk 250 or under. So I couldn't do the math right away. I was in this trade. I couldn't sit down and do some math. So I took off 5 contracts just at break even to level out my position size, and it ended up working out pretty well, and my risk was now 225. So yeah, this trade only had a minute and a half of drawdown, which is nice. That's what I want to see on these entries. Using bookmap, I can snag a really tight entry. So anything that doesn't work in my favor right away is usually not a good trade. Alright, so the trade's going pretty well here. Above 60-50, I'm above a 2-to-1 risk-reward ratio, and my rules call for moving my stop loss to break even once I'm above a 2-to-1. So we broke 60-50 there, and this is where I'm putting my stop loss to break even, so I cannot lose on this trade. Currently up around $500. Alright, so here we're coming into that initial area where we started to sell off, and I quickly sold 6 here just in case we slow down, and I saw some selling on bookmap. So yeah, I locked in 6 contracts there for a $350 profit, and right here was a 2.5R, and I had 3 contracts left to run. Waiting for this high of day to break for a big push or a reclaim to sell. I was just waiting for this high day to break to see what activity would occur at that level. Sheesh. As you can see, we smashed through high of day, absolutely wrecking it. Beautiful, beautiful setup. So I sold 2 here into strength while we were up pretty high, and right now my profit is $580. 1 contract left. That was a 4.5R sell right there. I moved my stop loss on that trade, on that last contract, right at that prior high, just in case we reclaim that high. That's usually an indicator of a fake breakout and some selling that would enter the market. So yeah, that's where my stop loss was, and we got ticked there. Total profit for the day was $665, and I locked out. Alright, so we continued a little bit higher after my last sell, which would have been nice to hold some runners, but I think we did a good job capturing the move. Let me know how you traded today and what you need to work on in your trading, and stay tuned for some more live trades. Thanks for watching. Peace.